Have you ever stopped to wonder if the very player we once let walk through our fingers might be the missing puzzle piece we desperately need now? Could it be that the center we traded away, ignoring his potential, has blossomed into exactly what we lacked on our roster? Could Ivica Zubac's growth in Inglewood be a sign that the Lakers actually gave up on him too soon? Welcome back to Lakers News Fan Report, where we dive headfirst into every twist and turn that shapes our beloved purple and gold. Smash that like button, subscribe to Lakers News Fan Report, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update, especially when rumors swirl about a key figure like Ivica Zubac potentially returning to the Lakers. Let's set the stage. Zubac, the Croatian center drafted by LA in 2016, was packaged away to the Clippers at the 2019 trade deadline in exchange for Mike Muscala. Back then, many thought the Lakers were simply making room for perimeter shooters, sidelining the idea of developing a young big man who seemed raw but full of promise. Fast forward to today, and Zubac has emerged into a legitimate NBA star in Inglewood, a fact that frustrates Lakers fans who watched us mismanage a search for a dependable center for years. Just yesterday, Zubac sat down with Brandon Scoop B. Robinson and dropped a bombshell. He still turns to the lessons he learned as a rookie Lakers hopeful, absorbing wisdom from the legend Kareem Abdul-Jabbar himself. According to Zubac, Kareem taught him fundamentally sound footwork, how to use leverage without fouling, and how to dominate the paint even against elite competition. Could this mean Zubac's dedication to those early teachings is what propelled him into the two-way force he is today? Is it possible that if the Lakers had been patient, Zubac would already be anchoring our defense and controlling the boards? At Crypto.com, Arena. During his tenure with the Clippers, Zubac blossomed dramatically. His 2024-25 season numbers mushroomed into a stunning 16.8 points, 12.6 rebounds, and 2.7 assists per game on 62.8% shooting, a leap that earned him second place in the NBA's Most Improved Player voting. Under the bright lights of playoff basketball, he averaged 20 points and 15 rebounds against Dallas in April 2024, proving he can be a dominant force when it matters most. When reporters grill his opponents about facing a 7-foot Croatian who moves like a guard and defends like a wall, they all nod and rue the day LA traded him away. Could this mean LA's roster construction was fundamentally flawed? Could Zubac's polished skills be the exact antidote to the Lakers' recurring struggles defending the rim? But why would Zubac consider a return now? After all, he recently agreed to a 3-year, $58.6 million extension with the Clippers, a contract that signals organizational faith in his long-term value. In his interview, Zubac spoke candidly about feeling respected by LA coaches during his rookie season, but also feeling buried on a log-jammed depth chart that prioritized short-term shooting over developing his talent. Inglewood gave him minutes, and he repaid that faith by becoming one of the league's most efficient two-way bigs. Fans are wondering if the right combination of a familiar locker room, championship aspirations, and lucrative role could lure Zubac back to the purple and gold floorboards. Some insiders believe the Lakers have already placed feelers with his camp, gauging whether his pride in his roots could overcome the lure of stability with the Clippers. Is it possible that LA will roll out the classic homecoming pitch, playing alongside LeBron and Luka, convincing him to forsake superior financial security in Inglewood for a chance to restore past glory in Hollywood? Let's not forget context. After the trade, the Lakers floundered at center, cobbling together a carousel of patchwork solutions: Dwight Howard's brief stint, JaVale McGee's up-and-down performance, a succession of journeyman bigs. Meanwhile, Zubac, freed from that unstable situation, matured into a defensive anchor capable of altering shots at the rim and dominating the glass. Could Lakers GM Rob Pelinka be haunted by the Clippers' success with Zubac and now racing to replicate that formula, reacquiring him to stabilize LA's front court? If so, Will the Lakers have to surrender draft capital or role players in a trade that feels bittersweet, given they once gave him up for relatively little? Further speculation suggests the Clippers' front office, flush with confidence, might be unwilling to part with Zubac unless a staggering offer arrives, perhaps a package of young, cost-controlled talent plus future first-round picks. Fans are already buzzing in social threads. Should the Lakers offer D'Angelo Russell and a 2027 first-rounder for Zubac? Could LA dangle Jarred Vanderbilt's contract plus a swap to pry him away? These are high-stakes conversations, because securing Zubac would instantly address a glaring need, establishing a reliable interior presence capable of defending Denver's Nikola Jokic or Minnesota's Karl Anthony Towns in the postseason. Could this be the signal move that transforms LA from perimeter-heavy to complete powerhouse? Journalists have chimed in, too. One ESPN beat writer pointed out, Zubac's fit in LA could be seamless, spaced by shooters, powered by two superstars, and anchored by a refined center who has learned how to thrive under pressure. Meanwhile, Clippers analysts lament, if LA gets Zubac back, the balance of power in the I-5 corridor could shift dramatically, putting the Lakers in legitimate title contention. Some say the rivalry itself motivates Zubac. The idea of helping the Lakers overcome the Clippers' recent playoff dominance would be tantalizing revenge. Could Zubac's emotional tie to the franchise be the X factor the Lakers hope to exploit? Yet there are obstacles. Zubac's new contract with the Clippers makes a mid-season trade unlikely unless LA parts with significant assets. The salary cap, implications, and luxury tax aprons loom large, forcing tough choices. Should the Lakers unload expiring deals and draft picks just to reacquire a player they once deemed expendable? Could Lakers fans endure another rebuild if they commit resources to bring back Zubac, only to see him walk in free agency a few years later? The front office must weigh the immediate benefit of a proven center against the long-term cost of sacrificing future flexibility. As the rumor mill spins, one thing is crystal clear. The possibility of Ivica Zubac returning to the Lakers has every fan on tenterhooks. From the echoes of Kareem's mentorship to the reality of Zubac's playoff dominance, this story embodies both regret and renewed hope. Could this be the first step toward rectifying a franchise misstep? Could the purple and gold embrace the Croatian center once more, forging a championship core that blends past wisdom with present firepower? If you're as hyped as I am for Lakers News Fan Report, smash that like button, subscribe to Lakers News Fan Report, and turn on notifications so you never miss a moment of the drama in purple and gold. Now, picture this. Ivica Zubac steps back, onto the purple and gold hardwood, familiar with every square inch of that locker room where he first learned to hone his post moves under the watchful eye of legends. Could this mean a seismic shift in LA's interior defense? Is it possible that Zubac's return will finally unite LeBron James and Luka Doncic in a way that no other big man could? Fans are wondering if this could be the turning point that transforms a talented but unbalanced roster into a legitimate championship contender. Let's dive deeper. Last we checked, LeBron James finished the 2024-25 season at age 40, averaging 24.4 points, 7.9 rebounds, and 7.8 assists per game, shooting 51% from the floor and 38% from three. Those numbers are still elite. No one questions the Kings' production. Yet in the playoffs, he went just 2-12 in his last 14 games, failing to progress past the first round. Meanwhile, Luka Doncic, in his inaugural season wearing purple and gold, has been nothing short of spectacular. Over 50 games, he's putting up a jaw-dropping 28.9 points, 9.2 assists, and 8.0 rebounds per night, while shooting 48.7% from the field and 35% from three. When you see those two operating as the engine and steering of this franchise, you can't help but ask, is Zubac's presence the missing fuel to propel this machine all the way to the finals? Imagine LeBron playing the role of floor general, orchestrating late-game sets, while Luka thrives in pick and rolls, carving up defenses with no fear of a rotating help defender clogging the lane. In those scenarios, the absence of a true rim protector has been glaring. The Lakers surrendered 114 points per 100 possessions in the paint last playoffs, good for one of the worst marks among title hopefuls. But if Zubac returns and reinstates, a 7-foot anchor who averaged 12.6 rebounds and 2.7 assists per game in 2024-25 on 62.8% shooting, suddenly opposing guards can't casually blow past second-tier bigs for easy layups. Could this mean that wings like Austin Reeves and Rui Hachimura breathe a little easier, knowing Zubac will clean up any mistakes behind them? Some insiders believe that once Zubac's low-post skills are integrated, LA's entire defensive rating could drop by at least 2 to 3 points, a margin that makes a difference in close playoff series. But what about chemistry? LeBron and Luka have already displayed flashes of telepathy, late-game alley-oops, seamless handoffs, uncanny reads, yet those moments were often diluted by mismatches at center that allowed opponents to exploit them in crunch time. With Zubac's return, could Coach Redick stagger LeBron's and Luka's minutes in a way that maximizes both stars' time on the floor without sacrificing defensive cohesion? Imagine a second-unit look where Zubac anchors the paint. Jared Vanderbilt roams the weak side, and Max Christie spaces the perimeter. Could this mean Bronny James finally sees real developmental minutes, knowing his team has the interior locked down? Fans are already buzzing that Bronny's limited rotation role might grow, playing 10 to 12 minutes a night in blowouts and occasionally spelling Zubac for rest. If that happens, could his confidence skyrocket, giving LA a fascinating, homegrown storyline alongside the superstar tandem? Of course, not everyone is sold. Critics point out the luxury tax implications. Zubac's 3-year, $58.6 million contract with the Clippers means any trade back to LA would require significant salary matching. Could the Lakers part with Austin Reeves, who's averaging 15.7 points, 4.1 rebounds, and 3.2 assists on 42% three-point shooting, in a package just to bring Zubac home? Some insiders believe that Pelinka might dangle both Reeves and Rui Hachimura, plus a future first-round pick to peel Zubac away. In that scenario, would LeBron's locker room influence be enough to persuade Reeves to stay loyal even if his role shrinks? Or would Reeves, hungry for an expanded offensive opportunity, opt out and chase a starting gig elsewhere? It's a high-stakes gamble that could redefine the supporting cast around LA's stars. Yet, cynics remind us that the Clippers may not let Zubac walk away easily. They've built a culture around him, and they have a right to demand steep returns. Could the Lakers find a middle ground by packaging a player-plus-pick swap, keeping Reeves but sending future second-rounders? Would Zubac consider taking a pay cut to come home? Some insiders whisper that Zubac's loyalty to LA might outweigh monetary concerns. Could this be the real key that unlocks a deal? Fans are already envisioning a scenario where Zubac waives no trade protection, willing to take less just to return to the franchise that gave him his start. Now, as the season heats up, what do you believe will define LA's destiny, secrecy or transparency? Personally, as a die-hard Lakers supporter, I believe that bringing Ivica Zubac back could be the catalyst to transform this roster from a collection of talent into a cohesive, two-way juggernaut capable of contending for the Larry O'Brien trophy. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to hit that like button, share your thoughts, and subscribe to Lakers News Fan Report so you never miss another explosive update.